Barney, Head of Information Security from Marks & Spencer. So we're talking today about how you put resilience and security into coding when you're working at an agile pace. I think more and more organisations are adopting agility, which is not necessarily to say it's a new thing, but it's certainly something that more people are coming back to and more people are trying to find new ways of doing it. The main reason for that, of course, is because agile releases happen much more frequently, they're much more responsive to customer input, and of course that then means that actually you can be much more ready to realise business opportunities as they come in. So agile coding is the thing that's here to stay, and it's certainly something that we're doing, and securing agile coding is an opportunity that our industry has in general. I'd leave it with one key takeaway, right, and that is you really need to understand the 3 lines of governance. The 3 lines of governance will tell you that the people that are doing the do, they're the first line, and then the second line are the checkers of the doers of the do, and then the checkers of the doers of the do, they're the third line. Right? So what that realistically means in the real world is you need to put responsibility for coding securely onto the software engineers or the developers themselves. That means you need to have a good training plan that goes out to the software engineers, goes out to the product developers, the product owners, so that they understand what their responsibilities are. And then once you've got that, then actually you should maintain a second line function, which is a checking of the doers. And by checking what they're doing, you can take many new and novel ways to actually do that. You don't have to sit there with an assurance function, you can sit there with a red team. And when you've got a red team, you get additional benefits because you get to focus them not just on that one tiny code change, which is what the traditional waterfall approach would do, but actually you can let them loose on your whole environment, your whole organization. And that's where you get real benefit. When you take a step back, when you trust the software engineers once you've trained them, then you get real benefit and you really find some good security problems that you get to fix. I see a divergence in security. I think there's going to become a more digital or technology-focused security teams, and it's going to be a bit more of a revert back to the older days when we had IT security. But instead of IT security in the enterprise, it's going to be, like I say, digital or software engineering security. And then you'll divert away from the CISO function, which will become more of a business-focused responsibility, with a true governance, risk, and audit and compliance and so on sitting within or very near to that function. And that will be a divergence. It won't be that we completely part ways. It will just be a case of there'll be matrix line reporting between the two, and actually I think that's a really effective way of doing it. And what that will allow is that security team that works in that digital space to dissipate across the rest of the developers and find their right place in the organisation.